All right. Hi, everybody. For those that don't know who I am, my name is Alicia Gajeski. I'm the program director for the Epilepsy Foundation of Wisconsin. And part of our on-demand conference this year, we are focusing on youth. So I'm really excited. We're going to talk a little bit about our youth program, specifically kind of about camp, and then maybe a couple other questions for somebody who is part of our youth program. So I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to turn it over to our guests on the screen. So if you guys want to introduce yourselves, that would be great.
My name is Kirsten Ackerman.
My name is Belle Ackerman.
Wonderful, Belle. Thank you. And yes, Belle is part of our youth program. So I don't know if you guys want to talk a little bit about your experience with epilepsy, just to kind of give people that watch this a little bit background. That would be probably a good idea.
So Belle has been an epileptic since she was 2. She was diagnosed with occipital lobe epilepsy with grand mal seizures. And we have been working hard to get her stable and controlled. And her goal is to get her driver's license.
Yay, that is a great goal. And how is that going?
Good. We're in the behind the wheel section.
Hey, it's a great goal to have, Belle. That's really exciting. I bet you're excited. I bet mom is nervous or excited. I don't know.
Yes.
Little of both.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, thank you very much. All right, so let's continue on then. So thank you for sharing that with us. What is your involvement with the Epilepsy Foundation of Wisconsin? I know I mentioned a little bit about our youth program, but Belle, do you want to maybe talk a little bit about things that you have done with the foundation?
I went to camp twice.
And we're painting purple pumpkins.
Yeah.
Yay.
Present something to school.
That's great.
Oh yeah, I did present. I made a slideshow. I showed it to my English class. I showed it to my English class last year. Like spread awareness and
That's really great. That's really great to like advocating for yourself and sharing what epilepsy is and spreading awareness. That's huge. I think that's great. So yeah, not just camp, but sounds like you're doing some advocacy stuff as well. Good for you. Good for you. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Belle, but I think that was kind of something you wanted to do on your own. That wasn't something like your teacher encouraged or your mom encouraged. That was all you, right? Great.
for me.
Kudos to you. That's awesome. Yeah, so aside from camp, yeah, you were involved with our Teen Speak Up advocacy program in 2020. That was virtual. And obviously we're hoping that you are good to go for this next year and we get to go to Washington, D.C. So yeah, you're active. You're very active. Have you been to any of the walks this year or previously? I think you
did not. We were going to, and with her sister being in college and all those other activities going on, all of a sudden I was like, wait, that was last week.
That's okay. Well, there's opportunities to come this next year. So, well, that sounds good. Great. So let's talk about camp a little bit. I know I have some questions that I want you to answer. So you kind of answer this, I think. How many years have you been attending, Belle? I think you said 2. Is that correct?
2 years.
Yeah. For some reason, I thought you did 3 years.
Well, that's because 3 was COVID.
That's correct. Oh, yes, that's right. Okay. So we can say 3.
Okay.
Great. So why is camp important to you? Or like, what does camp mean to you? Either answer that.
I get to like see more people with epilepsy and like talk to them and socialize.
Yeah, so you
friend.
Right, you make friends, you can kind of relate to the other youth that are there, right? They have the same things going on, even though, you know, everybody's epilepsy experience and seizures are different. Yeah, but everything is pretty, right? Like you get to make friends and build those relationships and be able to talk to each other about things that maybe other kids like that you go to school with right? Like year round, don't understand. That is pretty cool.
It is.
Right.
It's a great resource to be able to have.
Yeah, definitely. Great. What is your favorite activity at camp? What would you say?
I'll say the giant swing.
What did you say? I didn't hear you.
The giant swing.
The giant swing. Where is that? Giant swing.
It's on like the back of like the forest, like the track
Over
of
the water.
no.
Oh,
what the- It's like
okay. Think I
I
know.
don't know those directions. So
Okay. What about like a second activity? What else do you like? Or what other, I should just ask in general, what other activities at camp that you have done that you've really liked?
arts and crafts.
Tie dyeing, I think, was her favorite
Yeah, we did that, not this year, but last.
years ago. Mhm.
Yeah, I know you always really enjoy the art projects and some stuff like that. Yeah, that's great. I don't think I put this on the list of questions to you, but why not? Let's just throw out something you dislike, maybe at camp, because not everybody likes everything, right?
Huh?
Being able to attend.
Leaving mom.
Yeah, that can be hard. Do you think it's like getting easier as you continue to go every year and you get a little bit older,
No.
or no, it's still hard? Yeah,
I-
it's hard.
I think it was much easier this year than
Oh, yeah.
2 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Good. That's good. And if I remember correctly, yeah, Belle was very nervous her first year. And Belle, this year you definitely came out of your shell a little bit more, like a lot earlier than the first year that you attended. So that's normal though. Some kids get very nervous and parents get nervous, and that's normal. So that actually is another question I have for you. What is something that you could say to a kid that would like to come but is nervous? Like, what advice could you give, Belle, in your opinion? What advice?
Like
Like what has helped? What helped you? I guess those 2 years that you've gone so far.
talking with other people. It's like check out your surroundings and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Does it get a little bit easier as you're there for, one night and the second day? Is that a little bit easier?
It can be.
Yeah. So it sounds like kind of just connecting and talking with people and the other kids that are there is pretty helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Anything
Yeah,
else?
this year it was harder to get her away from, okay, it's time to leave. Yes, she's like, Mom, let's go. And then she's circling everybody, giving hugs.
No, they
Oh.
just came
Last
to me.
year, it was as soon as she was released
Mm-hmm.
from her group, she was right with me. This year it was like, okay, let's go. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Have a long drive in front of us. Let's
That
go.
is pretty cool.
I was,
See?
I was dragged into a hug bitch.
There's things that your mom notices that you don't, Belle.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool. Great. So, how has camp helped you? You maybe have answered this a little bit, but how has camp helped you? And if you want to relate it to epilepsy, that's great. If not,
Learning new kinds of epilepsy that I get to learn more about.
yeah. Yeah, I think that's great. You get to meet other kids that have other seizure types, right? And then talk about them. Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. Anything else? Mom, do you have anything?
No, I think that camp, I wish we would have realized that that was an opportunity earlier. Because I think she would have enjoyed a lot more years getting to do it because
Yeah.
she is 16 now and she will turn 18 before that season's camp.
Okay. Mhm.
So next year will be her last year she can do it.
Yay. Well, hey, I'm glad you get to go again. And after camp, there's always the adult retreat. You have to be at least 18 to attend that. So That's all
There you go.
think about. Great,
Yeah.
wonderful. So I actually want to ask the question, sorry, now I'm losing my train of thought. Someone who is nervous to attend, Belle, I know you answered this, but what about from a parent perspective? So if there is, I guess if you want to look at it two ways. So if your kid is nervous, how can you help them not be so nervous? And then you as a parent as well, how did you handle that the first year especially?
I think it helped that they took their electronics and they couldn't call home.
Yep.
Because then you're not waiting for them to text you and say, I want to come
Mhm.
home or whatever. It's, you know what? There's some place they're gonna have fun
Yeah.
and it's okay.
And camp is fun. It's a blast.
Yep.
Just have to give it a chance, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's kind of short and sweet. I really just wanted to kind of gauge a little bit about what camp was for you. Right. Well, thank you two so much for being with us this evening. We appreciate it. And for those that are watching this, you guys will see Belle again in the future, as we're hoping that she is our Teen Speak Up advocate for this next year. So you guys will be seeing her a little bit more. With that, I want to thank both of you for taking time to chat. And if anybody has any questions for them, please go to your info sheet for the conference and you can find my email and how to get questions to them if you have any. So with that, thank you and we will talk to you guys later.